It is Monday night, and you know what that means. It's SNL Touring Cars, and it's round number 4 here at Dragon Trail Gardens. This is the Touring Car Championship, and we have got 4 races for you this evening. And we had a 10-minute qualifying session to determine the race 1 grid order. So, without further ado, let's have a look at that grid. On pole position, he is second in the championship. It's CSL Wolfbane, and he starts this race on the super soft tyres. Now, a reminder, if this is the first time you've watched this championship, all drivers must use all 4 racing compounds in the 4 different races. So if you use the super softs in the first race, you cannot use them in race 2, race 3 or race 4. There are no pit stops in these races, and it's a reverse grid for the rest of the races. In second place, he's a specialist in race number 1. It's a podium in every single outing so far in race 1. It is GT87 Tiger in the Mazda. He is in 8th place in the championship with 83 points. He starts this race on the soft tyres. In 3rd place is SNL Jam. He is 3rd place in the championship with 140 points and starts on the soft tyres in the Subaru. In 4th place, he was a double winner last time out at Lago Maggiore. It is Salek. He starts on the hard tyres in his BMW, and he's 5th in the championship with 125 points. In 6th place is Gibbo, and he starts on the medium tyres. He's currently in 16th place with 11 points, but it was his debut round last time out. In 7th place is the championship leader in Tulu in the Lexus. He starts this race on the soft tyres, and he has got 156 points. He has an 8-point lead ahead of Wolfbane, who starts on pole. In 8th place, it's GT87 Cinemod. He is in 7th place in the championship with 88 points, and he starts on the super soft tyres. In 9th place, we have got Cthulhu. The camera moved forward, so obviously something obstructing us there. Is Cthulhu. He is 14th in the championship with 47 points. He starts this race in 9th in the Hyundai on hard tyres. In 10th place, it is ESRM Chris Boo, and he starts this race in his Mitsubishi on the hard tyres. He is in 6th place with 124 points. In 11th place, we have got Rob on drums on his Lexus, and he has got the hard tyres on his car. In 12th place, we have the podium hunter Noxie in the BMW. He is currently 4th in the championship, 129 points for him, and he is on the hard tyres. 13th place, we have got Flashman in the Hyundai. He's on hard tyres, and he's 11th in the championship with 58 points. 14th place, brand new to this series, it is ESRM Fast Guy, and he is in the Lexus on the hard tyres. 15th on the grid is 15th? Yes, 15th on the grid is, I may have gone wrong in my numbering, everybody, GT Racer on the hard tyres. I think he's 13th actually on the grid. On the hard tyres, he is 13th in the championship with 50 points. 14th place is Yokas on the medium tyres in the Hyundai, and he has 82 points. And that is our grid. Good evening, Mika, and good evening, Chris Boo. Let's have a scan through then. We have Wolfbane on pole on the super soft tyres. So Noxie appears to have super softs, but actually he's on the hards. He had a game glitch. So let's just turn everything up a little bit. So Wolfbane is on pole position in the BMW. Second in the championship. His championship rival Intulu is in 6th, and Wolfbane gets a good start. But actually, in the Subaru, it is Jam jumping from 3rd, and he's looking at turn 1. He's looking to take the lead from Wolfbane, and he does. He takes the lead, and at the back, we've got a few people having a skip. Oh, and there goes Gibbo. Gibbo has ended up in the barrier. What happened to him? So he didn't even get into turn 1. So going round the outside, he's just taken it too quickly. He's run wide. Let's go back at the front then. So we see Jam, we see Tiger, and we see Sarlek fighting. Sarlek being overtaken though by Intulu, who gets himself up into 4th place. They all get through the tricky... Oh, I say that, but Noxie has spun round. So Noxie spins round, coming out of the chicane. This chicane's incredibly tricky, especially in the first lap. What happens here? Noxie still has the yellow headlights and just slides as soon as he gets on the power. But there we have Jam, who's under attack now from Wolfbane, who's in 2nd place. Jam defending against the BMW. And there we have Tiger in 3rd place right now. But Jam cannot do much about the BMW. The BMW squeezes through the gap, and in fact Jam is now under attack from Tiger. Tiger in 3rd place in the Mazda. That Mazda started 2nd. It had its traditional slow start, but he's in 3rd place right now. In Tulu in 4th. 5th is Sarlek. 6th is Cinnamon. 7th is Cthulhu. 8th Chris Boo. 9th is Rob on drums, and 10th is Flashman. But let's go to the front as Wolfbane in his BMW leads the field. 2nd is Jam, under attack though from Tiger. Let's go on board with this Mazda driver. Going down the straight at the back of the circuit now. There's only one corner left. The hairpin at the end of this straight. Jam leaving the door open slightly. Oh, Tiger has a little tap with him. So Tiger keeping the Subaru driver honest as they go down the home straight. And Wolfbane will lead them through the first lap here at Dragon Trail. So Jam under attack though, still from Tiger. Tiger has the slipstream, he's got the inside line, he's got past Jam. So Jam now down into 3rd place, and Intulu in 4th place right behind. So Intulu seeing his championship rivals up ahead. Jam hits the curb hard. Jam through the corner, and Jam's been hit by Intulu. Jam has been spun round by Intulu, and Intulu backs off. So let's see. On board with the Portuguese driver in the Lexus. So we've got Jam ahead. Jam hits the curb, and then Intulu hits the curb too hard and just hits the side of Jam. So that is Jam spun round. So that means Sarlek gets himself into 4th. 5th is Cinema, but Cthulhu now in his Hyundai having a go at the Mazda driver. He will have a look going into the tight turn at the end of this straight. He goes up the inside, he gets himself into 4th place. So let's have a look what's happened to our championship rivals then. So Jam is in 12th place, in Tulu down into 13th place, just ahead of Yokas, and the unfortunate Noxie is at the back. But in the lead then, Wolfbane, currently 2nd in the championship, but he's got the lead right now. He's got Tiger following. Sarlek is in 3rd. 4th is Cthulhu. He's just got ahead of Cinnamod, who's on the super soft tyres though. He's got the advantage. He's up the inside of Cthulhu and squeezes Cthulhu out on the exit. He shows him the exit curb, and Cinnamod is up into 4th in his Mazda. So Cinnamod right now, a little tap actually from Cthulhu going into the hairpin, but he keeps himself in 4th. Cthulhu 5th, Chris Boo 6th. His teammate Fast Guy is up into 7th place, so not a bad start at all for Fast Guy. Started lower down in the pack. Rob on drums in 8th in his scary Playmobil Lexus. 9th Flashman, 10th is Gibbo, 11th is GT Racer, who's got Jam following. So Jam having a look at GT Racer. Jam carrying an RIP Frank Williams sticker on the bonnet of his Subaru. He gets past GT Racer, but at the front we have got Wolfbane leading this race from Tiger. Last lap, Tiger was 7/10 quicker than Wolfbane. Tiger on the soft tyres, Wolfbane on the super softs. A curry, hot chocolate and SNL sounds like a good evening to me, says Wolfbane. Well, he's currently leading, but he's sliding that BMW. We've seen him slide it a lot. He's using all the exit curve, but Tiger uses a little bit more. And we got Cinnamod up into third place. Let's go back to see how he did this. So, Sarlacc has a slower exit and Cinnamod gets himself out the inside. He's got the tyre advantage, he's got super soft tyres, Sarlacc has got the hards, and now we have got a GT87 second and third. Both Masters are now up there, the Demon Tweaks cars are up there on the podium. So Sarlacc in fourth place in his hards, and fifth place is Cthulhu also on hards. Sixth place is Fast Guy on hards, Chris Boo on hards, Rob on drums on hards, Flashman on hards. Gibbo is on mediums there. So this seems to be the race where people tend to use the hard tyre. Jam though currently on the softs, making his recovery. He's got Intulu following, but there's a gap between the two. Yocas all over the circuit though. It's made a mess of the front end of his Hyundai as Wolfbane comes out the final corner. He has a comfortable lead at the moment from Tiger. No threat there. They've got a big lead over Cinnamod. So let's see. So Chris Boo currently crossing the line. Cinnamod is getting across the line now. So Tiger has about an 8-second lead over his teammate Cinnamod in third place. So those Masters, big gap between them. Sarlacc dropping back now. His hard tyres slowing him down. He's doing a 134 in comparison to the 133 of Cinnamod. And the leaders are doing 131s. And 130.7 by Wolfbane. He set the fastest lap, so he obviously felt the pressure from Tiger and has got himself up there. But Cthulhu now is under pressure from Fast Guy in his Lexus. So Fast Guy having a look up the inside on the left-hand turn. Can he get up the inside? He's having a look there. Cthulhu having a little bit of paint swapping between the Mauritian driver and the Spaniard. As they go through the S's, they're still side by side. They're still side by side. They're showing the white paint, they're showing the different colours of their cars to each other. But no, Fast Guy cannot get past. It's going to have a look though down the hill into the right-hander, this quadruple apex right-hander. It's a bit like Turkey's turn 8, I feel, going around this corner. It goes on forever, but it brings you onto this straight. We've got then Chris Boo in 7th place, looking at his teammate, who is making the move up the inside of Cthulhu. Can he get up the inside into the final turn? No, Cthulhu defends nicely, but then Chris Boo is looking as his teammate, Fast Guy, manages to get past, and I think he's going to get past Cthulhu going down this straight. Let's go on board with Chris Boo. Let's have a look as we turn into turn 1. This is a lift normally, I would say, but Chris Boo is having a real look. Oh, Cthulhu will say he's been bullied by the ESRM guys. Great teamwork there by the ESRM guys. So Fast Guy making the space for Chris Boo, and Chris Boo following along. And Jam has got himself up into 8th place. Let's see this. He's having a fight with... So he's got Rob on drums in the Lexus on his outside. So Jam having a look going into the chicane. This is where it all went wrong in lap 2. Keeps it nice and wide though, leaves plenty of space between the drivers. That holds them up, and Gibbo actually loses the position, and Intulu gets himself into 10th place. So Intulu now trying to chase. Jam is a sitting duck as he's got cars coming all the sides of him. Rob on drums goes up the inside, and Intulu goes round the outside of everyone. Intulu gets himself up into 8th place, and Jam has gone down to 11th. The disaster for Jam, who's down in 11th place now. Wolfbane though leads this race. It's comfortably ahead of Tiger. Cinnamod, this big gap now. 3rd place for Cinnamod, and Sarlacc, pretty big gap as well to Sarlacc. About 3 seconds between the GT87 driver and the BMW driver in 4th place. 5th place is Fast Guy, currently making his debut. Not a bad debut on the hard tyres there in 5th. Wolfbane said phenomenal move by Intulu. It was. Cthulhu's got himself up ahead of Chris Boo again. So Chris Boo is in 7th. Jam back into 9th, we can see on the screen, but Chris Boo right now is in 7th place. Chris Boo having a look going into turn 1. Can he make the move? No. He's fighting with Cthulhu. Cthulhu runs wide though, so Chris Boo can have a go into the left-hander, but we then have the chicane coming up ahead, but he's managed to make the move. A nice move there by Chris Boo as well, but Cthulhu has got himself a great drive out of the corner. That Hyundai is like a rocket in comparison to the Mitsubishi. It will help possibly in the next round at Fuji with the long straight. We've got Intulu is 8th, but Intulu's made a mistake. That means Jam is closing up on the Portuguese driver. 10th is Gibbo, but at the front is Wolfbane, still for the BMW. Lewis N Motorsport is in the chat. Good evening, Lewis N Motorsport. It's a shame you couldn't make it for this championship, but Fast Guy is currently doing a great job in your place. He's currently in 5th place there in his Lexus right now. So Wolfbane leads going into lap 7, so 2 laps to go. 132.3 for the race leader, 131.9, so Tiger is keeping him honest. At Gap it's less than 2 seconds. Cinnamod is about 10 seconds behind his teammate. Salek about 3 seconds behind 3rd. Fast Guy in 5th. Cthulhu and Chris Boo, though, are fighting tooth and nail, and Jam, I think, has got past Intulu as well. Chris Boo is there. Jam has got past Intulu, so he's got himself up into 8th. 9th there is Intulu. Gibbo is in 10th. 11th is Rob on drums. 12th GT Racer in the Mitsubishi. 13th is Flashman. 14th place is Noxie in his BMW, so hasn't recovered from that first lap spin. He is on the hard tyres, you can tell. It says Super Softs there, but if he's managed to keep the Super Softs looking like that on lap number 7, he's a better man than me, and he's doing 133.5s, and we know the Super Softs can do 1 minute 30s. That's what Super Softs should look like, everybody. Good evening, Daz. Daz is in the chat. Daz is watching us as Wolfbane goes through the final corner. He's only got 1 lap to go. He's still got Tiger there, keeping him honest. These top 2 have managed to pull away from the field as we watch them cross the line, going into their final lap now. Cinnamod coming through the final corner on his own. His Super Soft tyres looking a bit worn out. Jam has got himself into 6th place. What on earth is going on here? Let's have a look then. So Jam is in 8th place. He was spun out in the 2nd lap whilst in 3rd place. Goes up the inside of Cthulhu and Chris Boo, but can't get it stopped. So Jam then moves back down. He's got Cthulhu and Chris Boo right in front of him. Let's go on board with the Subaru driver, and you can see Chris Boo has got a great slipstream actually off Cthulhu. They're pulling away from the Subaru right now. So can Chris Boo, let's go further up to see. Chris Boo is going round the outside of Cthulhu, but Cthulhu is defending. Jam is still there in the danger position. He's watching Cthulhu and Chris Boo. Chris Boo gets past Cthulhu, then gets overtaken by Jam. So Cthulhu now has got to defend against Intulu as they go down the back straight, but we've got Jam there in 7th place right now. Jam going up the inside of Chris Boo. Can Cthulhu follow him as Jam squeezes himself up into 6th? Chris Boo then is fighting with Cthulhu. Cthulhu then has to take back position, but as we go down the back straight now, gets very scared of the last couple of laps, said Wolfbane, but Wolfbane, there we go. Wolfbane has got the lead coming out of the final corner. It's going to be Wolfbane's race. He is going to take his 3rd win of the season. 2nd is Tiger, another podium in race number 1. He's taken a podium at every single race 1 of the season. Race 1 has also seen a double podium for GT87 with Cinnamod 3rd, Sarlek 4th, 5th is Fast Guy on his debut, 6th is the recovering Jam in his Subaru. 7th is Cthulhu. 8th is Chris Boo. 9th is Intulu. 10th is Gibbo. 11th place, is he? Or is Rob Drums going to get it? Rob on drums against GT Racer. GT Racer just gets it from Rob on drums. Then we have Flashman and Noxie in 14th. Just crossing the line now, and Yokas is 15th. So there is Yokas. Let's have a look at the results, everybody. So Wolfbane saying got very scared of Tiger those last couple of laps. Supers really don't like the last couple. And Wolfbane, though, despite those super soft tyres, won the race in his BMW on the super soft tyres. He also set the fastest lap of 1:30.711. Tiger was second in his Mazda on the soft tyres. Third was GT87 Cinemod, also in the Mazda on super softs. So that means GT87 got 2 podiums in this race. Sarlek came 4th in his BMW on the hards. 5th was Fast Guy on his hards. 6th was Jam on his softs in his Subaru. 7th Cthulhu in the Hyundai on hards. 8th Chris Boo in the Mitsubishi on hards. Intulu in 9th after his eventful race in the Lexus on the softs. Gibbo was 10th in his Mitsubishi on the mediums. 11th GT Racer in his Mitsubishi in the hards. 12th Rob on drums, also on hard tyres on the Lexus. 13th was Flashman on the hards. Noxie was on hard tyres despite what it says in front of me there. And Yokas was on the mediums in the Hyundai. That means race 2, the reverse grid. On pole will be Yokas. Second, the podium hunter Noxie. And third will be the Hyundai of Flashman. So join us very shortly as race 2 will come to you straight after this. We will finish the stream and then you can join us for race number 2 here at Dragon Trail Gardens. Join us shortly. See you soon.